Hey there everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about IGCSE ICT, something that comes in paper 2 of database. What we'll be looking at today are wild cards. Now, wild cards are basically like the sort option or the sort button or the sort thing like it basically gives a criteria. So for example, if you have a table like this, okay, and you have your field, so you have your text here like this, you have your data here, you have your data here, data here, data here. Now let's say for example you only want specific data from here. Maybe you only want the words in this whole table or this field where they have er in them. How are you going to do that? So for example, biker. So biker has er, so biker will be part. But let's say if something like chef is there, then chef should not be part. Maybe this was professions. Professions. Okay. And then like you get it, right? So this is basically going to set a criteria that will allow you to sort the data from your table and give you specified or specific data. So let's look into this. Let me just quickly clear this. Uh Okay, let's begin. So I'm going to be looking at three wildcards. Okay. Now the first one is the most common. This is something you have to know. The most common. And most common and the easiest, I would say. So let's say that the asterisk, right? It can come in three forms. It can either be at the beginning of the text, in the middle, or it can be at the end. For example, if I have asterisk and I'll have let's say er, okay, or I can have er asterisk here, asterisk here, or I can have er asterisk. What does this mean? So we have the first case, second case, and third case. So over here, this means that I can have any text over here, but or any alphabets over here, but then the word must end with er. Over here, this means that I can have any word or alphabets here, but er must be present in the middle of middle of the word. And this one here means, oops, that I don't care what is there after er. The word must start with er. So that's what asterisk is basically about. If you don't understand asterisk, just put in the comment. Anything that you don't understand, just put in the comments and I'll try and reply as soon as possible. Then question mark. Question mark is something that matches any single character. So for example, okay, let's use the example over here. If I give the wildcard for B question mark G, now this question mark could be replaced by any single character. So for example, if I have data where I have words such as, this is very random, okay? Or do you want me to draw it straight using a line? Can I do that? Okay, yeah, there we go. Oops. Can you see this? So I have this table column here. Just a second. Get this. Okay, so in the table column, I have words such as BAG, BUG, BER, BAD, BIKE, and then blah 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 words. Now, what this where did it go? B question mark G means that this question mark can be replaced by any letter. So when I put this criteria on this table column, that means that this will be correct because A is there. This will be correct. Now over here is R and not G, so this will not be correct. D over here, so this will not be correct. Nope, this will not be correct. This will not be correct. So once I put this criteria, then this data will change to this. So I'll only have BAG, BUG, and yeah, that's the only two words I'll have remaining. The others will not be seen, right? So this is what the question mark does. Now, not only, you're not limiting yourself to only vowels or A, U, wait, A, oh god, A, E, I, O, U, sorry. aeiou. It can be any single character. It can be Z, so B, Z, G. If it's part of the list here and it follows the criteria that's given here, then it will continue to work, right? Then we have square brackets. Now, square brackets also work very similar to this over here. But you see, the thing over here is that it matches any single character. But the square bracket matches any single character within the bracket. So instead of me giving B question mark G, if I give B square bracket A, E, I, O, just a second. Yeah, sorry. A-E-I-O-U, then, okay, and G. That means that any of this, if I have A-E-I-O-U in the table, for example, if I have B-A-G, B-E-G, B-I-G, B-U-K. Okay, so if I had this table, then that means that this will be accepted, this will be accepted, this will be accepted, but this will not be accepted. Or in fact, let me make it more, let me make it better. If I have, now you notice that Z is still there, C is still there. I have B and G. So the letter over here is Z this time, but Z is not part of the list. So that means that Z will not be accepted and this will also not be accepted. So that's how the square brackets work. Now, exclamation basically means everything except this. So if I added an exclamation mark over here, that means that I can have any letter over here except these. So BGZ will work, okay, BCG will work, but BAG will not work. Why? Because A is in this list. Hyphen, it's used to basically specify a range. Let's change the color. So specify a range of characters inside the square brackets. So if I have so instead of oops, so if I were to have a square bracket and I wrote B to H and then G, that means that any word that has BAG, BBG, BCG, BDG, BEG, BFG, all the way to BHG will be accepted. As soon as this becomes BJG, this will not be accepted because it's not within the range. And last but not the least, the hash. Hash matches any single digit. So if I have 3 hash, this hash could be replaced by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So I can have 30, oops, I can have 31, I can have 32, I can have 30 here. If I have, let's say, let's change the color, let's use black. If I have 503 hash, then any of these can also replace this hash over here. So yes, that is what basically wildcards are all about in ICT IGCSE. So I'll make sure that these notes are all in the description. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. SUPSCRIPE. And make sure to comment as well if you have any question. You can also email me if you have any question or queries. You can find that from my channel listing about my channel on from the channel homepage and all. That's all for this video. See you in the next video. Till then, ta-da. Bye. I'm coming out to close this. Oh god. Bye 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 bye.